Hi, it's Hillary Lazy Llama DIY, and this is just a little quick unedited video about Etsy's new policy. You've probably heard the news by now if you're a craft seller on that forum, but they are incentivizing sellers like me to offer free shipping on sales of $35 or more. Now, in your reward for getting that, for doing that, is to be placed higher in importance in the search engine. I think it's fine if you want to tell people, hey, we would like you to offer free shipping, but it's your choice whether you want to or not. However, when you take control of the engine that drives traffic to your site and say, either you do this or you're just going to get fewer hits to your site, where if people were already looking for free shipping, they have the option to toggle that in their search, that they could say they want free shipping. And Etsy's response is that we could roll the cost of our shipping into the cost of our item and still say it's free shipping, which is a lie because it's not free shipping if you're rolling the cost into the price of the item. And the item that costs $12 now has the $8 priority shipping into it, and now your $12 item is $20. That is a lie of free shipping, because you are now getting a product that is worth $12, but you're paying $20 for the product, of which Etsy gets 3.5% of your final value fee. So they don't get a percentage on the shipping. They get, well, they probably do, but they don't, but they do get a percentage of your final sale price. So yeah, I don't quite know what to think about that. I had a sale yesterday from my supply shop, and somebody bought some book board from me. And the book board was about $12, and shipping cost $8. And I don't think anybody would pay $20 for some 6x6 book board. If they could, and if free shipping was the thing that drove them, they could probably go to Paper Source or Hobby Lobby or something and find something similar and not pay the shipping charge. So I don't really feel like free shipping drives as many people to the site as they think they do, as they think it does. Yeah. I know there's, like, if you shop on Amazon and you're an Amazon Prime member, you get that in the back of your head like it's free shipping, but it's not, because you're a Prime member and you've paid for that membership with $119, I think. Is it a year or a quarter? I don't even know. I just pay it. But I make sure, hey, I need paper clips. Click. and oh, I need some glue stick. Click. And I'll make sure things come in different packages and that I get my $119 worth of shipping, but and more, because it's Prime Day still. Yay. But I'm not under the illusion that I'm actually getting free shipping. I just chose to pay for it ahead, with the idea that I would order enough to make that worth it to me. If I found out, after going through and looking at my orders for the year and saying, oh, I only ordered 3 things and that would have been, $10 shipping, then I'm the fool that paid $119 for free shipping, and Amazon, is just laughing and counting my money. So I don't really think that the pull for free shipping is as big as they think it is. I don't know exactly, what they've been drinking. Because I sell on eBay, I sell on Poshmark, I sell on Mercari, and I sell on Etsy. And none of those platforms have given me free shipping. I, as the seller, have the opportunity to offer free shipping, and I do on some things to my customers. On Poshmark, you can offer discounted shipping. So the shipping is $6.97 per item, but I have the if I want to give somebody a deal, like if I have an item that's $25 and I want to offer it, to somebody at $20, I can't just offer it at $20. I also have to discount the shipping according to Poshmark. However, there is a whole another option. So it's not like I have to order or I have to offer free shipping or discounted shipping. I have another option where I don't have to discount the shipping at all. So that's what sellers want, options. I don't want to like feel, like I'm getting, my arm twisted behind my back because, I'm going to lose wherever, whatever bottom rung I'm on to get my item into Google, so that if somebody types in, what's something I have for sale? I have quote books for sale. So if somebody types in quote books, then am I going to come up? Because now Google says, no, she doesn't offer free shipping. And offering free shipping on the quote books is a good idea in theory. Like if I was sending one, but I had an order, a while ago for 6, and that was about 5 pounds, 4 pounds. I think it was about 4 pounds of merchandise, all wrapped up nice and pretty with a thank you note and everything, and shipped priority. Now, it didn't fit into a priority mailer, and I didn't want them to get squooshed. I wanted them to go in a box. So the shipping was actually like $14, I think, for the medium flat rate. It's either 14 or 12. And the buyer paid that. And it was on her, invoice and everything. She knew it. She was cognizant of it. She knew that she was, of her total, she was getting, $72 of merchandise. And then for that $72 of merchandise to arrive at her home, she was paying $12.80 shipping. That is very, very clear. Now, if I have to roll the shipping cost into each book, how do I do that in a way that is fair for each customer? Because for me to ship to Florida costs less than for me to ship to Seattle. So now my Florida customer has to pay more for the item because the possibility that I might have to ship to Seattle. So let's say the item costs $3 to ship to Florida, and it costs $5 to ship to Seattle. Do you see where I'm going? It's so I have to roll the cost of the shipping into the item. So my $10 item is now $15 because I don't have the option of offering it as a $13 item to the Florida customer. And do I really want to pick and choose all the different states and all the different zones and give them a different shipping cost? And there's more. I've had 3 orders recently come from Germany, and that is a lot of shipping that they paid. I think one of them was like $24 in shipping, and that's not cheap. So the idea that she paid, I think, $10 or $11 or $9 or something for the item, I think she got 2 items. She got 2 pen pal kits. That's what it was. So that was $18. And then she paid $24 to ship it to Germany. It's cool. She knew it. But now how do I negotiate shipping with my new prices for the US customer, for the overseas customer to not get shafted? So now my $9 item, because I have to offer free shipping to Seattle or else I get dropped off the search engine, is now, so now we're going to add $5 and my $9 item becomes $14. And that's covering the shipping to the furthest destination from me. Well, I guess Alaska is, but whatever. Or maybe Hawaii. I don't know. Okay, so my $9 item becomes $14 to ship to Seattle. The Florida customer is now paying $14, even though it's less expensive to ship to her. When we get to the European customer, they are paying the $14 price and they are paying their $24 shipping. So they're getting less for more. And I don't, unless Etsy gives a way to justify or to create separate zones or whatever in the shipping to make it equitable for everyone, it's kind of, I don't want to say highway robbery, but it feels like I'm getting robbed a little bit. And it feels like the customer is getting robbed. And I don't feel like, I feel like when I create my price, I'm saying this is how much the item costs. And because it costs that much and it is this heavy, it costs this much to ship to you. And so I feel like the buyer gets, a very clear picture of where their money is going. Case, another instance, like if you look at Poshmark, I can go and I can sell this glass, this used glass that costs me $0. I can put a price on it that says, I'm going to sell you this glass for $15. And you can come at me and say, I really like that glass, but I don't want to pay $15. I only want to pay $10. And I can say, okay, I'll let you pay $10 and I'll accept your offer, and you pay the $10 and the $6.79, $6.79 or $6.97, $7 shipping. So you pay the $7 shipping, you get this glass, and you are happy. Now, if we go through and I see that you like the glass, but you haven't bought it yet, perhaps I want to incentivize you to buy the glass. So I can go in and do what's called an offer to likers on Poshmark. And so I can say, I see that you like this glass. I'm going to offer it to you. I have it listed for 15. I'm going to offer it to you for 12. And then I'm going to discount your shipping by $1.80. So they pay $4.99 in shipping, and they get the glass for, what did I say? Did I say 11? Which is basically the price that they would have paid, which is still less than the price they would have paid at $15 with the full shipping. So everybody wins, and everybody is cognizant of what was the price of what. That's all I feel like we should ask as buyers and sellers. And I do have one thing to say about Etsy, because I think Etsy has kind of taken a weird turn and gone, like corporate on us. Because it seems like they were kind of like, little, homespun Etsy, a decade ago, where it was like, yay, you for your home business and making your widgets and whatnots and selling them on our platform. Yay. To, we got to make money. We got to, increase our profit line and, sorry little guy, but we're just gonna squeeze you dry, and so we can get ours, and we can continue to give bonuses to our CEOs and whatnot, just like every other corporation. And we want to qualify for some of those awesome corporate tax cuts, which we're not going to go into. And we're the ones kind of getting hung out to dry, the sellers, and also the buyers too, because the buyers are now like not sure what they're paying for. An item that cost them $10 last week can cost them $20 this week. It's still the same item, but now it has just the words free shipping on it, which isn't really free. And yeah, I'm not pleased with that. I'm not pleased with that direction. I feel like it's more than a nod to dishonesty. At least when you buy stuff everywhere else, you have what the cost is and what the shipping is, and you can buy things from Nordstrom online, and it'll tell you like if you buy I think $100 you get free shipping, but not $35 in free shipping. That's that eats into your profit a lot. For Nordstrom to sell something for $100, they're still making, $50, and they're getting a lot more traffic to their website than Etsy is getting to theirs. And by the way, I know this is going on 16 minutes. We're going to try to cap it at 20. By the way, I don't shop on Etsy as much as I used to. I used to shop on Etsy all the time. And remember back when they had the treasuries? That's how I shopped. I loved the treasuries. I loved how beautiful they looked. I love how, creative people got with their themes and finding the items. And that is how I usually shopped. And when they discontinued the treasuries, I realized I didn't shop nearly as much. And then now I barely shop it at all. And I went on today, and you know how it used to say, you'd get a scroll of items that would, have the picture, and then it would have the shop name, and it would have the cost and what the item was called. Now the shop name has been obliterated, so you don't even know when you're scrolling by. There's no shop recognition. It's like everything has been made by Etsy. And they've totally, annexed the seller and the creator. It's like saying like, oh, there's that really awesome Guernica, painting, and somebody rubbed out Picasso's name and just like said, yeah, it's a painting. Isn't it awesome? And I don't like that either. Even as a shopper, sometimes you're scrolling by and you look at something and you see somebody's shop name, and it's like, a pig and a poke, and it strikes you as funny, and you scroll down and you're like, oh, I really like the widget by, oh gosh, it's a pig and a poke, and you go back and you're like, okay, I can find them. But now if you scroll on by, you're like, I think it was blue, and I liked it, and now you gotta scroll and try to figure out what it was that you found. You have nothing to hang on to, other than the hope that maybe what you were thinking about buying is so unique that when you type in unicorn widget, sparkly blue diamonds, bong, then you hope that that's gonna pull up something that's just unique to get your item. But if somebody is just selling, star necklace, how are you going to find your seller? Etsy. So anyway, that's almost 20 minutes, and I'd be interested in hearing what you think. I don't know what I'm going to do because the actual shipping component doesn't really affect me too much. I've only had one sale over $35, and I wouldn't have offered free shipping because it was too heavy. So I don't think I'm going to do the free shipping issue. And I think I have 4 stores on Etsy, and only 3 of them make me money. One of them has not had a sale yet. So I don't think I'm going to do the free shipping. I don't know. I have some items that are really light, and I could offer free shipping anyway. I'm going to think about it. So let me know what you think in the comments. And thank you so much for watching me rant on and excusing the lack of editing in the video. Okay, thanks so much.